My name is Phyllis Vaughn. I live here in Hendersonville, North Carolina. I moved here from Atlanta, Georgia. Right after I moved to Hendersonville, I came to Art Mob, and there was a huge reception for the banner program. And there must have been a couple hundred people here. It was exciting, people's artwork. And the following year, I thought, I want to be a part of this. And I was on the committee and volunteered some of my time. I was a working artist in Atlanta for my whole life. Brought, my style here to Hendersonville. It's very unique here, and I'm hoping to find my place. And I have many different styles to what I do. I've worked with fabrics. I made art dolls for many, many years. I've worked with words and sayings and inspirational quotes. That was kind of my thing. Many years I've been doing that, and I still find that inspires a lot of people and makes them feel joyful and happy. It was so much fun being part of the banner program, and I think it's such a good thing for our town to bring the arts here, to bring people looking for the arts and exploring Main Street, and hopefully next year it'll just be even bigger and better.
Hi there, everyone. I'm here today with Miriam Hughes. Miriam is a sponsor, in fact, a longtime sponsor of the ArtScape program and also an artist.
Public art exhibits, I think, have always been really important. I think that that's exposed a whole variety of people in the community and outside of the community, our tourists. And even when I go to other towns, I mean, I'm drawn to the public art, and I'm drawn to the kind of the spirit of the community by what they exhibit in their public art. And I think it's important for young kids, for people to know that art is accessible. It's not just something you go to a gallery for. It's not just something that, a certain elite can see. Art is for everybody. And the older I've gotten, the more I've realized how there's so many of us are artists. And all we need is a little bit of encouragement. So when you're walking on the street and you see some of this work and you think, I hate it when people say, oh, I can do that. But you still do get inspired by seeing other art, and maybe you can do that. In fact, I have found, a lot of times you can actually do that and better. So I've been in this area for about 10 years, and I moved here with the intention of being a dog trainer, which was sort of what I did. My background is a medical illustrator that really relates to dog training, and what I found in the 10 years is how much I've grown as an artist. And I had to work through sort of a period of feeling like I wasn't serious enough, because my art is kind of whimsical and colorful and affordable. And one of the things that over the years that I've done as an artist, particularly since I started teaching, and I started teaching about 7 years ago, is I feel like I've grown so much, and I've allowed myself so much more freedom to experiment with my art and to not take myself seriously. On one hand, I take the process of being an artist seriously, and I take the learning and the growth seriously, and I take developing your own style seriously, because as an instructor, I find a lot of people want to copy other people to learn, and I encourage them to, yes, be influenced, but really push through to your own style. So I work in watercolor, sometimes acrylic, and watercolor collage. This is a watercolor gouache resist piece. It's not finished yet, but it's a process I teach. And this is another piece. I mean, so you can see my style is a little bit varied. And I teach a lot of workshops, and in my workshops, mostly watercolor. I try to get people to learn how to see, but don't think about it. If that makes sense. And to really just sort of enjoy the process. I never thought at this point in my life that I'd be such a prolific and busy artist. And I think a lot of it is because I've been supported by the community. That's definitely one of the reasons, both by teaching and workshops and getting grants from the Arts Council, being an Artscape artist. I've done several of the bears in Hendersonville. I no longer worry about how good I am. I just am. and I let it happen. And that's a hard thing to do. It's hard to let that go, to let that ego part of you go and just sort of keep on doing. Don't compare, realize that everybody else has their own style and there's an audience for you, but that doesn't even matter anymore. The process is so important. And the joy that for me, the joy that I find in teaching and seeing other artists emerge, it kind of helps my art keep going.